Okay, America, we are back. 8121 NFL Talk, episode 6
Is it?
for week 6. Yeah,
Yeah, episode
6.
6? Is it
Yeah,
5
yeah.
or 6?
It's 6. We're on week
Okay,
6.
okay.
Well, this is week,
You might want to check that. This episode 6 is coming up.
No, episode 7 is coming up.
All right,
This is
episode
week
6.
6.
We here.
Yeah,
We here.
we here.
How you doing?
I'm good. You know.
We took a break from, team paraphernalia. Well, you actually have some.
I still have
You
on
can see
team
the star.
paraphernalia.
You can see the star
Mm.
right there. You can see the star. I'm just NFL today.
All right, all
I
right.
got my little, NFL T-shirt on.
Yeah, I got this cool hoodie from the Dallas Cowboy store in Dallas Airport. Look at it. See it?
Yeah.
Good,
1960.
good.
Okay.
All right.
All right. And then you got on that Kango. So
Am I showing my age?
I mean, I
okay.
did just put a post up today that Barry gave me slick. Well,
Right.
2 days ago.
Yeah, with Slick
The
Rick.
Slick Rick is
Rocking
part of the
his
Kango crew. Kango.
Right.
But anyway,
right. Mm-hmm.
this was a week for the NFC East.
It was a week.
What was our record? 1-3.
Mm-hmm.
The Cowboys lost, the Giants lost, and the Commanders lost.
Mm-hmm.
Only the Philadelphia Eagles won,
And they barely won.
and they barely won. Who they play against again?
The Browns.
The Browns.
Mm-hmm.
And before we get into anything, the Browns lost Amari Cooper.
Yeah, he
week.
went to the Bills.
Went to the Bills. That's probably going to help the Bills out greatly because I was just saying last week, who's their number one
They
receiver?
don't have a number one.
They got one.
But now they do.
They got one.
Yeah.
And before we get started, we have to put that NFC East logo right here.
Yeah, I'm not even messing with it. I'll let you handle
You just
that.
gave up on that. Huh?
Right here.
Nah.
Here.
Yeah,
There.
that's it. That's it. Okay, so our first game is going to be the Washington Commanders versus the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, I was very interested in seeing that game
Let's get that going up here.
because Jalen, that's his name?
Jalen Hurts. No,
No. Wait a
Jaden
minute.
Daniels.
Jaden Daniels, boy.
Look at that.
These J names.
Look at that.
Jaden Daniels is basically a young Lamar, so I was interested to see how they was going to play against each other.
Were your expectations filled?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
There you go.
I
right
don't
there.
know if I thought it was going to be a higher
No, that's
scoring
not.
game, but
That was an interception, by the way.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the one I said I didn't know.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
I didn't think it. I thought it was going to be a higher scoring game, but I was happy with the game. The score ended up being 30-23. Ravens won. Ravens won.
Yeah.
But the Commanders didn't go down easy.
They did not go down
They
easy.
fought to the very end.
They did not go down easy. The difference in that game, so I know you got the stats right in front of you, was Commanders ran for 52 yards rushing. And the Ravens had 176.
And that's because of King Henry.
King Henry.
King Henry. Because he was running over people.
Yeah, he's running
and
over
pulling
people.
them with him.
I still don't know why they try to give that man the ball straight up the middle.
Right.
He's better running wide.
Right.
Where he can
so
take
that
his
he
time,
can take his time and
pick
see
that
where he
spot.
want to go and just go.
Well, he can take his time and figure out who he want to run over.
And then with the passing yards, the receiving yards, whatever you want to call it.
Well, Zay Flowers going crazy on screen. I
Let me
think he
tell
had
you what,
100 and change.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Zay is I don't know. I think this is his breakout season.
I mean, he had a pretty good season last year, but that fumble. I don't know if that reach
in the playoffs.
He won't do that again.
Yeah, he only had 100-yard game out of 20 games last year. This year he's had 300-yard games back to back.
Okay.
So I mean, I think this is going to be his breakout season.
Okay.
But the Ravens had 308 receiving yards or passing yards, however you want to call it.
Okay.
And then 253 for the Commanders. So the stats wasn't too much different.
It
from
wasn't
each
that
other.
much of a gap. You know, it's a pretty good game. I still think the deciding factor was King Henry.
Yeah. But
Derrick Henry.
but it was a good game.
Yeah.
I enjoyed watching.
Right. So
We was flipping.
yeah, we were flipping back and forth.
Yeah, between them and the Eagles.
So with that game
Hmm.
being the first one we talked about, right now the NFC East is 0-1.
Right.
And are we ready to move on to the next
Yes.
game?
So the next game would be the Eagles and the Browns.
The Eagles and the Browns.
Yes, and the Eagles ended up winning 2016 over the Browns. I was interested in seeing that game too because I wanted to see how Deshaun and Jalen paired up against each other. And to be honest with you, it was about the same. So Jalen and Deshaun both threw completed 16. Well, let me get myself together. Jalen completed 16 out of 25 passes, and Deshaun completed 16 out of 23. But Jalen threw for 264 yards, and Deshaun only threw for 168 yards. Jalen had 2 touchdowns, but Deshaun didn't have any. But the passing and rushing, the team, Eagles had 116, Browns had 100. Rushing, and then 256 passing for the Eagles and 144 passing for the Browns. Well, I always be trying to say Eagles.
You over there struggling, baby. You
I
got
can't.
it?
I don't know. I can't talk tonight.
Well, here's the thing. The Browns, we know that they've had trouble throughout the season. I think they only have one victory.
Yeah. So they are 1-5 right now.
At this point. But I didn't think the Eagles were that much more impressive.
And they wasn't.
I didn't think so.
They barely, like I said, it's 2016. They barely eked out that win.
Yeah.
They still got a lot of work to do.
They got some work to do. I saw a clip with Sirianno talking crazy on the side, and it's like, boy, like, hold on, yeah, still got some people to play.
Yeah.
That wasn't Super Bowl, but
I mean, this is just game 5 for them because they had a bye week already.
yeah,
So-
I mean, the Eagles didn't look. They won, but they didn't look all that.
It wasn't a pretty win,
Not at all.
but it was a win.
Not at all.
So what, we 1-1.
1-1 so far. The Eagles pulled one through, kind of saved the NFC East. You know, I'm trying to be serious today, and I'm not saying no funny stuff. So I have nothing bad to say about anybody.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about my boys.
Your boys.
My boys, man, you know I love y'all, but y'all disappointed me on Sunday. So the final score was 47-9.
Who's your boys? Wait a minute, you got to announce them.
Man, everybody know I'm talking about the Cowboys. So 47-9. I don't know what's up with us at home because normally we have a winning schedule at home. We normally win our games at home.
Okay.
A winning record, that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
But America's team has lost every home game this season. And not only did we lose the home games, we got blowed the out.
Let me get that for you. Y'all
We got blown the
out.
So, yeah. But what's crazy is I'm just tripping on these stats because the stats have not been like way apart from each other, except for like in the rushing and stuff. But with the quarterbacks and their stats, they almost the same, but the outcome is totally different. So Jared Goff threw 18 out of 25, 315 yards, 3 touchdowns. Dak Prescott, 17 out of 33, 178 yards, 2 interceptions. We don't have no run game. I'm with Tom Brady. He was commentating on the game, and he was saying that Dallas should have stuck with the passing because our first 2 drives, we was doing pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
The passing was working. And then once you got the pass and establish enough lead, then try to balance it out with the run game. But don't try to force the run game when you see that we clearly don't have one.
Right.
Clearly don't have a run game.
Right.
And just stick with what was working, which was the passing. I don't know if that's McCarthy.
So
or who,
that
but
first or second drive y'all had, is that the one where Dak threw the interception?
yeah.
Right. I think they broke their back right there.
You think so?
Yeah.
But they should have kept it together and kept on going. I mean, they played to the end. They definitely played to the end, but
I'm usually a defender of Dak Prescott. But that touchdown, that interception he threw in the beginning, that was on him.
yeah.
I don't know what he was thinking right there. But no one's perfect.
Right.
And it
Everybody
happened.
has bad days.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And so that was that. I don't have too much else to say about the Cowboys.
Well, see, the thing
Y'all
is,
need to pull yourself
last
together.
year, the Cowboys and the Lions played a game in which there was a colossal
with
mistake. Yeah, did he check in with the refs and all this? And so the Lions they was
coming for
back.
us. They was definitely coming
They was
for
coming
us.
back.
They was out for blood and they got it.
Now
They drew some blood.
with the non-success of the 49ers, with Cowboys looking, they look average.
Mm-hmm.
With the Eagles looking, would you say Detroit is the best team in the NFC?
In the NFC?
Yes.
Yeah, right now I would say so.
Looks like it, right?
Yeah, but like we just said, there's still a lot of season left. So they might start out strong and then let's see if they keep it up. But I mean, we 3-3. I expected us to be 4-2. But
Didn't happen.
I'm not mad about it.
Who you got next? Ooh.
I think we got the 49ers after the bye.
Okay.
I think it is. I think it's the 49ers. I'm not
Hey, well,
not positive, but
this
yeah.
game, you can't really judge Dallas on this loss. Everybody has a Sunday in which they lay an egg.
Right, any given Sunday.
They laid an
any
egg.
given Sunday.
47-9 was that score?
Mm-hmm,
47-9. They laid an egg. A blue egg, a big blue egg. They laid one.
So the NFC East is 1-2.
1-2.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I heard what's his name, Jerry Jones, talking crazy. Sounds like he wanted to fire somebody off the radio. And you said his general managership. What would you say he said? Makes the system run a certain way or something?
Oh, it makes it easier to communicate with the coaching staff and to make decisions.
Yeah.
Concerning the team.
Yeah, I don't really rock with that.
Only Jerry Jones and who did I say? One other team.
Was it Seattle?
No, it's not
Cincinnati.
Seattle. I think it's Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's kind of hard to
They're
argue.
the only two teams where the owner is also the GM.
It's kind of hard to argue with a man that's worth, everybody look this up, $15 billion.
15 billion, yeah.
He's 82 years old.
15.
So
Sunday was his birthday.
He gonna do what he do.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna do what he do. So that was the Cowboys versus Detroit. Final score, Detroit 47, Cowboys 9. Oh boy.
And just to talk about that for a minute. So normally my daughter Chevette, who is a Saints fan, normally every Sunday or whenever the Saints play, she's been calling me talking about we won. Mm-hmm. She ain't calling me Sunday. She ain't calling me because
why she ain't call you?
Saints got blown out too. And so
by who?
The Buccaneers.
51-27,
I think that score was.
4 more points than Detroit.
And Baker Mayfield threw 3 interceptions and they still scored 51 points.
Oh boy.
But anyway, so when I talked to her yesterday about that game, she was saying, nah, because I thought we was coming to play like we wanted to win, but I see we back to playing just for the paycheck. So
wait a minute.
That's what she said about the Saints.
Wait a minute, was she French now? We? You out there, Chevette? Okay.
So anyway, so the last game the NFC East played on Sunday was the Giants and Bengals had Sunday Night Football.
The Giants and the Bengals.
The Giants lost. The Bengals won 17-7. I was expecting the Bengals to win. I mean, the Giants to win. Mm-hmm. Even though, Joe Burrow ain't nothing to to laugh about. But I
He
just
just
thought
ran
y'all.
the first rush.
I thought y'all was. He did. He did.
See, here's the thing. Giants have a good defense
Mm-hmm.
and a trash offense, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Bengals have a trash defense and an offense that can put up points.
But listen,
That's the difference.
so let me get to these stats, right? Because these stats are so close. It's like, why did the Bengals have 10 more points? But anyway, Daniel Jones completed 22 out of 41 passes. He threw for 205 yards and he had 1 interception. The Giants had 190 passing yards and 119 rushing yards.
Mm-hmm.
The Bengals, Cool Joe completed 19 out of 28 passes and he had 208 yards.
Okay.
Just 3 more yards than Daniel Jones. And he completed less passes. And then the Bengals had 121 rushing yards and 183 passing. They was right there. There's only like 3
Somebody
yards
correct me if I'm wrong if you're watching the show. I think the Giants missed a couple field goals.
They missed 2 field goals.
Yeah. That's not enough to win, but at the time when they scored it, it would have made the game different.
Yeah.
Then there's no Malik. There was no Malik Neighbors.
No.
Right. So
when does Malik come back?
I am not sure. I am not sure. So that final score was what?
17-7.
17-7. I don't know who the Giants have next. I'm not expecting much out of the Giants this year. As a fan, you keep rocking the gear and you stay on the wagon.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not expecting much out of them. They're going to have to get some weapons. Before I was talking about Daniel Jones and the paycheck and all that. But you know what? It is what it is. All
right. So
it is what it is.
With that loss, the NFC East, as we said in the beginning, 1-3. 1-3. So
1-3.
So that is it for the NFL.
That's it for the NFC East.
Oh yeah, for the NFC East.
We don't cover the whole NFL.
Right.
Because we be having things to do.
And we spoke on Amari being traded. Now, also Devontae was traded to the Bills.
No, he's traded to the Jets.
I mean the Jets. Dang.
He's traded to the Jets.
These New York teams, man, I don't know.
He went back, with his homie.
With his man.
With his homie.
Aaron.
Yeah. They back over there. That will make a difference.
Oh, definitely.
Because now they have 2. Garrett Wilson and Devontae will be a problem on that field.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely going to make a difference.
Then they got Breece, what's his name? Breece Hall?
Breece Hall.
Running back? Problem.
Now, with that trade with Amari Cooper, I don't understand why Cleveland let him go.
I don't know why.
So was Amari just not happy no more? This is his 4th team. Yeah, the Bills will be his 4th team.
He's a good receiver. But he tends to voice what he's feeling, which might not.
He does, and if he don't voice it, he definitely show it on his face. His face speak it for him.
Right. But I don't know why they let him go. But I think he'll be of more of a service in Buffalo.
Okay, all right.
So before we get out of here, yes, Colorado lost. I thought they should have won. I had a conversation with a friend of mine, Amp Douglas. And we were, he voiced his opinion on Deion Sanders, which I don't agree with. But I just want to say that you can't win them all.
You can't win them all. And I'm not mad at their record. I mean, they're 4-2.
Right.
I don't think this is going to be the last game. I mean, that, they're going to win another game.
Right.
So
I think they got Cincinnati next. They got Arizona next.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. There was also something in the news that I didn't appreciate. We talked about it in the truck. Shiloh, this was his first game back in about 3 games, 2 or 3 games.
Yeah, 2, 3, something like that.
It wasn't a good game.
No.
Now, a lot of people were saying, man, he got to wrap up when he tackled. When I watch Buffalo play, he never wraps up. He's always collision dummy style. You've seen him do that. Collision dummy style. But he had a bad game. He got shook to death and touched earth in that.
Yeah, he did.
Boom.
What's his name?
I don't remember the running back's name. For Kansas.
Gideon, something like that.
whatever his name was, it was dirty. It was nasty.
Yeah.
But I had read an article on the internet, and they said that Dion was shaming his own son
because he said that Shiloh had a terrible game. But if he had said that Shiloh had a good game, then they would have came out and said, "Oh, Dion is delusional. He thinks his children walk on water."
Well, take it another level.
Shiloh had a game.
Level. If he would have said nothing.
Oh, and then it still would have been. So Dion can't win for losing.
Right.
I'm not saying that the man is perfect, but he is doing a good thing at Colorado. He's definitely doing a good thing with those young men who are there, and people just like to hate just to hate.
Basically. So, I mean, Shiloh, he'll be all right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He'll be all right. I almost said something crazy, but I feel like Dion and I'm going to end it like this. You know when Dion be like, yo, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's it.
Thank you, Jesus.
Week 6 in the books.
Week 6 in the book. 81-21 NFL Talk. Season 2, episode 6. And is that it?
That's it, babe.
That's it.
That's it. We out.
All right, so I gotta do one.
Okay.
So for all you haters, get your